The morning after, the night before, XRP, Bitcoin, Ethereum, all sold from my portfolio. Does that mean I'm not focused on crypto? Does it mean I don't believe in crypto? Most certainly not. I believe in it in more than most people who troll my show. However, with the personal things that I'm going through in my life at the moment, I have to take care of my portfolio in a more protective way. And with the data that I've assembled over the last few years, evidence is supporting my live stream I put out last night, that there is some real concerns in the market, some overheating, some manipulation, some untold stories. And I don't want to wake up one morning and find my portfolio is down 80%. That's a reality. So last night I put out a live stream and I learned so much from it. So much. And I'm going to share that with you this morning and ask the question, XRP, what is next? In the chat, pinned to the top, there is the must-watch live event from last night. I encourage you all to watch all of it, and I'll show you who did watch all of it and who didn't watch more than 30 seconds and explain why that's important. Also, you can win $2,000 of XRP. We're giving it away. I'm good for it. Just because I sold for now doesn't mean I won't be back. I have got $2,000 to give away to you for free. It's free to enter, free for all. That's my own hard-earned money I'm giving away. Also, as we approach the bell in just 2 minutes' time, I would like to ask our moderators to let the trolls speak today. I know we've got a lot of trolls in the chat today, and their voice is important today, even though it may be misguided and it may be rude and aggressive. Unless it's really, really bad, let it go a bit more today. I would like to address those trolls because I learned a lot about investing last night. I learned a lot about my audience, and I learned a lot more about crypto and where it's going in the medium and the short term and the long term. So thank you very much for tuning in. We've got 1 minute to go before we ring the bell. We're about to ring the bell. You can see my silver play button there. The gold play button is already scheduled for 2 years from now to go there, and then we hone into the first 1 billion channel in the world. We have more percentage-wise of members here than any other channel in the world. 98% of our live viewers are members. We've created this family by going live, not making videos. This is what we do. So we have a very specific path that we are on, and we're not changing it for anyone. So let's get straight into it. We've got 30 seconds to go to ring the bell. Let's see where the markets go.
No, that was bullish. Bullish what Sievert said about what they saw for demand for the Apple phones over the weekend in terms of
20 seconds to go.
He said double-digit increases over last year.
And a couple years ago, when everyone thought it was tepid, I got an exclusive with him at, when I was in San Francisco, and he said, "Look, I know what people are talking about. This thing is doing well."
And
that was it. That was
Apple shares
it. Never looked
back. Clawing their way back. Now that's a year. It's up.
3,
for 12 months,
2,
almost even.
1. Here we go.
He's up 22% year to date. It's not like it's had a bad year.
I thought that was a very interesting.
The bell has gone. Where is our portfolio going today?
It's up. We can play catch up, and then there's like leapfrog. It's a game.
Let's have a look.
It's a good game. I want to play it.
Let's get the opening bell this morning on the CNBC Real-Time Exchange. With the big board, it's Ambassador Mike Waltz, U.S. rep to the UN, beginning the 80th session.
So overall portfolio slightly down this morning, very slightly down, 0.62. Good reason for that. The S&P 500 down. I said it's too expensive. It's 27 times earnings, a huge bubble. I've been trimming my S&P down, but remember, I still own 37% of my portfolio is still in the S&P 500, 38 in fact. I've hardly ditched the S&P. People have said to me online, Martyn Lucas has dumped his S&P. Absolute nonsense. No, I haven't. I've just trimmed. Virgin Galactic, when rates are coming down, this should be booming. It's not. It's down. There is potential cliff edge in front of us. Palantir, 1,000 times earnings. People just keep buying it. This is what happened in the dot-com crash. This is what happened in the housing crisis. It's happened before. It's going to happen again. It always repeats itself. Gold, that tells you everything you need to know. Volatility is up. This always comes before a fall. Apple boomed yesterday and now selling off. People taking profits before the drop. They pumped it up just to dump it. Sorry, I beg your pardon. Amazon, I beg your pardon. Apple is still booming. It's overbought. It's getting far, far, far too overbought. What is happening with Apple at the moment? People are getting euphoric over the new iPhone. Will the sales be as good as we expect when they come out? Enphase Energy, this is my top tip of the year. It's going to $100. I believe that. Coca-Cola, it's selling off again this morning. I'm down 0.38. I have plenty of money to buy more. Remember what Warren Buffett says. When you own a great business, you love when it goes down. I also love when this goes down because this is becoming before a fall, and then when the market sells off, this will rally like crazy. 66.21. I'll have a look at that in a minute and see if I can buy some more. I've got about 60 grand ready to buy. J&J, and I'll soon have about 80 grand as well, so that's going to move up. J&J down today. Defensive is down as well on J&J. Chevron Oil going down. Tesla up today, 1.67. McDonald's flat. It kind of follows Coca-Cola a lot of the time. Google going up 0.27. Microsoft down. No surprise. Microsoft is extremely expensive. Meta going to $1,000. It's rallying. I've been telling you for the longest time it's a $1,000 stock. However, what will happen when it gets there? Nvidia down slightly, 0.51. Walmart staple down very slightly today. Tilray Brands, no value here at all. It's a gamble stock. Robinhood, it's interesting that the Mag 7 is doing well, but Robinhood is trimming off now. Someone knows something, right? Rocket Lab, way too expensive, down 1.4. And Plug Power, this Russian oligarch manipulated stock. I know firsthand. I get the data all the time. Don't touch this. Very dangerous. Bitcoin down 1.38 today. Down again. What does this mean? We'll come on to crypto in a moment. XRP, it's down 1.5. Started to come back up a bit, but it dropped even lower than that during the night. We got down as low as 5%. Okay, some people go, that's okay, that's fine. It's not fine with me. But anyway, not now. It was, but not now. It shouldn't be. Ethereum, I still believe it's a $12,000 coin. As I believe that XRP could go to $10, as I believe Bitcoin can go to $200,000. These things haven't changed. What has changed is the backdrop, and we need to be aware of that. Is my latest acquisition, Vertical Aerospace. I will not be selling this. I'll be adding more. This is a stock that I like. I bought the business. I want to own the business. I don't want to trade the business. And if I decide to sell it and trim it, I will tell you. But right now, I want to own this business. All right. And I cannot see me selling this before a 10 or a 20x. All right. Let's go into the comments. I'm just going to start from where we are right now. I want my moderators to allow the trolls, if there are any today, in the chat. Let them have a bit more freedom today, unless it's completely ridiculous. But I want to address this. Now, last night, I put out a live stream. This is really important, and I've dropped it in the chat. At the end of this, I strongly recommend that you go and actually watch it all the way through. Not because I make ad revenue. It doesn't make a difference to me. I mean, if 100,000 people watch it, I might make $100. I mean, it's not about that, right? US empire on the brink of XRP and XRP and Bitcoin's role. This was last night. I put this out. Now, I've learned so much from this. I shared with you information last night based upon data that I've collected over 4 years. Also, information that has now exploded on social media. The amount of copycats account from me on X, Instagram, Discord, YouTube, Facebook, you name it, and the amount of the level of hatred and false information, to the point you don't need AI. People said, oh, it's AI's fault. It's not. People are so now used to believing anything that people can literally record it on their phones on TikTok, dress up as policemen and women and say, we're coming to arrest you for free speech. And it gets 1 million views and people in the chat believe it. It's got so ridiculous. We've got so accustomed to nonsense. People will follow anybody to do anything. It's unbelievable. And that is the moment of collapse. The market is overbought, whether you agree with me or not. It is. The S&P is now 27 times earnings. It's insane. I've talked about repricing the S&P, but at the moment it's got so expensive. It's not so much of a bubble. It's more of a tsunami. And every other time we've had this in history, it precedes a crash. So, because of my current situation that I'm going through personally, I have to make certain that I don't lose any money. And you should do the same, whether you are in my situation or not. At the end of the day, we have to stand back and reevaluate. Now, as an investor, it's the right thing to do to change direction. And that doesn't mean you just follow the same path forever and ever and ever. Sometimes you've got to tweak and make an adjustment. And that's what I've done. But the core value remains the same. I am a value investor. I buy undervalue. I never lose. I make money, and I do what's right, not what I want it to be, or follow noise on X or social media. I contact real people, make relationships with real people, and I share that information with you. And last night I learned so much about my audience. So much last night. I was shocked, but also amazed and delighted all at the same time. So last night's live stream, I said to you that the US empire, which I need to be clear, the US is not an empire at all. It's Britain had an empire, the Roman Empire. The US is not an empire. But Americans see it that way, so I wanted to use that in the title. But it's never been an empire. Just want to be absolutely clear about that. But a lot of people address it like that. I believe that Trump, through no fault of his own, he believes in America and he's extremely bullish, and which is great. But I think he's walking into a trap set by Vladimir Putin. He's been planning for 30-odd years. We've got continual aggression further and further into Europe. Putin has no intention of stopping until he's prevented from doing so. He wants to draw a war. He's building an alliance with China and India. I believe that Satoshi Nakamoto is part of the Russian office. I don't mean Vladimir Putin sat down with his computer and just made up Bitcoin, but I believe it was done slowly over time in a Russian office, and I'm sure that Vladimir Putin is aware of it now. We built a world where no one trusts anyone, and fighting and anger is just gone through the roof. People are, because of it, it's a perfect storm. People are turning to crypto in a way to save themselves, get themselves out of debt. People are using crypto now more than ever to try to find a way to make money to get out of debt. Young people now just cannot afford to buy homes, and they're turning to crypto to make some fast money. And everything online now, pretty much everything is just noise and nonsense. I have been able to trace my emails that I get. I remember I said to you I would reveal Satoshi is. I put out the invitation for crypto projects to contact me, and they did in their thousands. And I traced it back. A lot of the emails were cloaked, but I was able to trace many of it back to to China and Russia. And I shared that last night on the live stream. And that's a concern because no one's ever trying to get me to sponsor the S&P 500, Coca-Cola, Microsoft. It's always Bitcoin. Always Bitcoin. It's not even XRP or Ethereum, which what I believe in most. It's always Bitcoin. So, and there is also a hidden meaning inside of the word Satoshi Nakamoto as well. I'll reveal that later. But very often people tell you who they are in plain sight and people just don't believe it. But anyway, that's just the way it is. So because of that, I believe that Trump wants to use Bitcoin as the Federal Reserve, pay off the debt. However, it doesn't pay off any debt, does it? Because what you use government money to buy Bitcoin. Bitcoin goes up, everybody buys it, everybody sells it. Who's left holding the bag? Everybody who bought Bitcoin, mainly the American citizens. So basically, the American citizens now own all the national debt because the moment it makes money, they'll sell it to pay off the debt. But of course, what if Satoshi Nakamoto is a Russian office, and as we pay off the debt, they sell their 1 million Satoshi coins, and boom, America's bankrupt? Now, it sounds extreme, sounds crazy, but very often these things actually happen because it's quite simple and straightforward and makes absolute sense if you look at everything that's happening at once. So I haven't gone mad. I'm not smoking weed or anything, but I am looking at the market a bit the same way as Michael Burry stared down the housing bubble. It's the same thing. Just when more adoption of those bad loans is when a government backed it and more banks were given support, was when it all collapsed. Now we've got the same thing again. We've got the government, who people didn't want involved with Bitcoin, taking over Bitcoin. They're not adopting it, they're controlling it. And I think there are major warnings ahead. Now, I hope I'm wrong. Actually, I hope I'm wrong. I hope there's not some big thing going on. And I hope that XRP goes to the moon and I miss it. It doesn't matter. I'll always make money by buying value. If I'm wrong and XRP explodes today, it's great because all my audience own it. Bitcoin, I hope it explodes. All my audience own it. Ethereum, same thing. I hope it explodes. I won't feel bad. Oh my gosh, I'm not in it. Because at the end of the day, I buy value. And I bought Bitcoin and I bought Ethereum and I bought XRP for the reasons I've always stated. I believe in them. I just don't believe in the people behind them right now. And that makes it very, very difficult to hold on to. So I'm not scared. People said, oh, he's scared. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's this and that and the other, flip-flops. Let me be absolutely clear. The greatest investors and Wall Street and Warren Buffett and everybody else realign their positions. They add to their positions. They trim their positions all the time. I'm doing nothing strange. This is my real money. And I'm doing what I believe is right for my audience. Mainly what is right for my audience. Because what's right for my audience is right for me. So this is what I learned last night from you. And I was surprised, shocked, but also extremely proud. We have tried to build the most honest, live, real channel in the world. And I believe we've done that. And we're going to become the first 1 billion channel in the world. We've got our silver plaque. We've got recognized on YouTube. We've got the verification tick. That doesn't just come because you've got 100,000. You have to be genuine and authentic. We got that. Now, I've already scheduled the show for the million. It's in 2 years' time. Now, for those of you that are confused, the scheduled show for a billion isn't because I think we're going to get to 1 billion in 2 years. You can't schedule it out for 15. So on the homepage of the channel, you can see upcoming live streams. There is the one at the $2,000 giveaway. I'm giving away $2,000 in XRP. So how will I give you that? I'll just simply buy $2,000 of XRP and give it to you. All right. So, and it might be 3,000 if we get enough subscribers on one of our sponsors' websites, YouTube channel. I've scheduled the 1 million for the 20th of September at 7:30 in the morning. That's when we'll reach 1 million. The billion, I can't go further than 2 years. This will be 15 years. Thank you, Sean B, for becoming a member. Thank you.
Sean B has become a member.
Thank you very much indeed. So I encourage you at the end of the show to go and watch this. But look at this. This is what I'm most proud of. Now, if you go and ask ChatGPT or your Alexa or anything like that, you go and ask it or Google it, what is the average watch time on YouTube? And it's between 1 minute 30 and 2 minutes, depending on how you measure it. People don't watch very much on YouTube. They come in, they go out. All right. My average watch time for my live streams, my videos, average, not my Lucas aides. My Lucas aides watch all day, like 4 hours. They watch all day with me on average. My members watch for 4 hours a day. They're with me all day, every day. Even though I'm live longer than that, that's their average, okay? I'm talking about the overall number. And this is really important for the message I put out last night. So last night's live stream, which did, in the title, as you know, the title was, I'll show you on the screen, the title was US Empire on the Brink. This was not XRP Ripple at the beginning. I know it's later on in the title, but it wasn't at the beginning. So it doesn't trend for XRP, right? Which is the #1 thing that I trend for. US Empire on the Brink. This is not something searchable. This isn't something that's going to get a lot of views. However, look at what happened. And this is important to understand. This isn't just telling you to look at me and this great. I understand my audience with this stuff, all right? So, look at this. A video live stream that's not trending had 6,000 views, still growing. It's going to probably hit 10,000 by the end of the day. That's a huge number for my channel. But that's not what's important. When people started to watch it, they didn't like it. People in the chat were going, oh, Martyn Lucas is out of Bitcoin. He's out of XRP. I don't like this guy anymore. We don't want you to follow me. I don't want idiots, stupid people following me like it's some, oh, we got new members. Look at this. 1970 is donating memberships. So if you upgrade now to Electrum, you'll be part of our live weekly interactive quiz, which starts next week, our trivia, and you'll be learning interactively with Sensei about charts, technicals, crypto. It's an Electrum perk. So all these new members are coming in right now. It's amazing. So people didn't know what to make of the live stream. People that follow me blindly, who don't know what they're doing, I'm unsubscribing. Somebody new came, they subscribed. Then somebody else, whoops to daisy. Then somebody else unsubscribed. I don't like this. Oh, normally on these videos, I get loads of new subscribers, right? Look, unsubscribe, subscribe, unsubscribe, subscribe. They don't know what to do. People don't know what to make of it. Is Martyn Lucas gone mad? Well, guess what, folks? In the chat, and on emails and texts and so on, I got tons of hate. Tons of hate. And I learned that a lot of people follow me, haven't got a clue what they own. They don't know what they own. They've got no idea. And they're just following me. And those people watch for a couple of minutes. I can see who watches, where they come from, the demographic, the age, all kinds of things. And the ladies of my audience, which is now 30%. This is important because most crypto channels have like 1% ladies. We have 30%. The ladies watched all of it. They watched all of it. Look at this. Engagement. The average engagement on a YouTube video is between 1.5, 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes, around that area. 14 minutes. Now you might go, well, that's rubbish. It's an hour-long video. One person watched for 1 second just because they come in and scroll, and then the average goes vroomf. So to get 14 minutes, right, is phenomenal. No one gets 14 minutes. And I'm not telling you that because look at me, isn't it great? The point is, we have now got a very educated audience.
$5 through a super chat. I don't like that you sold, but I respect your decision. I've been a subscriber before you got into crypto. I'm staying.
Thank you, RC. Listen, RC, when the time is right, I will buy back, and I'll probably buy back more than ever before. But right now, I believe we are on the brink of an absolute catastrophe crash. But coming back to this, I'm so proud that our Lucasades, our members, our female audience who watched all of it, if I look at the ladies, they watched all of it. 14 minutes. That's unprecedented on YouTube. People watch on TikTok, it's about 2 seconds. 14 minutes. So what that tells me is this. We are building an educated audience. We're trying to change the world. I want to be the first billion channel where we can actually make a difference and we can make informed decisions. People now have been conditioned by what you're reading on and what you're hearing on social media. Everything is doom and gloom. Everything is black, and people are running to buy things that they think can fix their lives, and it can't. And that is the moment. That is the moment it all breaks down. So I encourage everyone to go and watch the full live stream from last night, not just 1 minute of it or 10 seconds of it, the whole thing. And you can also learn a lot from my interaction with the live debate at the end when RB called in and Angie called into the show. Many of you didn't even get there. You can hear what they said, the tone in their voices, their expressions on their faces, the way we were having the conversation. Please do, at the end of the show, it's pinned in the chat, go and check it out. Now, also, I'd like to encourage you to take part in our giveaway. This is still on, nothing's changed. I'm giving away $2,000 in XRP. It's completely free to enter, free for all. Maybe I'll have to buy one coin at $2,000 if it goes up that much. Maybe I can be completely wrong. Or maybe it'll go to 1 cent and I can buy it for a couple of bucks. Who knows? Whatever it is, you will get $2,000 of XRP. All right? So there is the link in the chat. Please now go and take part in that. So my positions are this before I come to comments and questions. See my portfolio? It's hardly down. My portfolio is safe. Now remember, I started with $5,000. I've now got $293,000. I've actually got about $400,000 if you include margin and everything else. If I open all that up, you can see the amount of margin I have and all the rest of it. It's 400 grand. There it is, $400,000. So nearly $500,000 now. And I've never shorted the market and I've never done options. I just buy. But I know when to take profit. I know how to take profit using tax lots. So there's my portfolio. Now, when you've got $293,000 or 400 with margin, you can earn 40 grand a year and by doing absolutely nothing. My aim is to get to 100 grand a year earning, doing nothing. My aim is to get to $1,000 a month on dividends. I'm about 50 bucks away from that now. So I'm achieving all my goals. I'm protecting my portfolio. Now we can see that crypto is down 2.6 today. That is essentially Ethereum. Because I've sold my XRP, I've sold my Bitcoin, and Doge is just dust. Those three things there are just dust. Okay, there's nothing in them. And they're all down. They've recovered a little bit, but it's mainly Ethereum now. It's only Ethereum. And once it becomes unstaked, I'm waiting until the 29th of September, I will sell my Ethereum as well. Down or up, I don't care. Because what I'm talking about isn't going to happen in 5 minutes. It can happen next week, next month, but it's going to happen. So my overall portfolio is, going to turn green in a moment.
Sean B donated $10 through a super chat. I'm making money off Fig thanks to you. Thanks, Martin.
You're very welcome. Congratulations. Consider taking some profit. Why not? Why not take some profit? I've sold all of mine. I took profit from all of those IPOs. There's no penalty to doing it. Robinhood, it's not true. They say you don't get penalized. I took profit on all of them. I sold bullish. I sold them all. And I made money on all of them. So my overall portfolio might even be green today. Despite all of this crypto downturn, my portfolio once again is up. The S&P is going up. I'm up like 33, 34%. you can see I've still got a very strong position. I've got 160 grand, 38% of it. I've made $40,000. I mean, you know, I'm not going to risk that money. I want to make 10% a year from that. So I'm not going to buy the S&P. It's too expensive. It's 27 times earnings. Now, remember, people say it's about time in the market, not timing. It's about both. I know you want to simplify it for yourself. I know you want to make it simple by going, you know, it's just time in the market, not timing, and buy the dip and dollar cost average and going to the moon and weak hands and diamond hands, all these silly phrases that YouTubers make up. It's not about any of those things at all. They're just very graphical headlines. Time in the market is correct, but timing the market is also correct because you have to know when to buy and know when to sell. So if you wait, and you might wait a year or two, Warren Buffett does it all the time. He will wait, and when he buys with conviction. That's what I did with the V-shaped recovery after Liberation Day. I went very, very heavily in, and I made 70 grand within a few days, a few weeks. So now I'm going to wait. I'm not going to buy the S&P in this euphoria. Keep buying it, going on forever and ever and ever. I've made an insane amount of money insanely quickly. And everybody believes, oh, this is great. I can make money forever. And that is the moment you'll get your ass chewed off. You can't just keep making money by doing nothing. It'll all come to an end. The S&P is the best way of buying the stock market. However, even Warren Buffett sold VU. Even Warren Buffett sold sold SPY. Small amounts, nevertheless, but he did. So I'm waiting now before I buy any more VU. I don't have to sell, and it can drop 50% and my margin would be fine. Even with all that margin, the stock market can drop 56% and I'm still okay. That's a great position to be in, isn't it? How many of you can say that? I can. And when it does, I'll buy big. I will buy really big. Tyler, another new member. Thank you.
Tyler McQuillan has become a member.
You've upgraded to Electrum. This is becoming our most popular membership. It's between silver and gold, and Electrum, it gives you this all the benefits of bronze and silver, but it also gives you the benefits of a weekly, starts next week when Sensei gets back, a live trivia, learning about charts and technicals, and it's a live game, and we're also getting to know you, and we're going to find our moderators, and we're going to find our future ambassadors, and so on and so forth. So the S&P is too expensive. Now, Coca-Cola, people say you can't make money owning Coca-Cola. Of course you can. Of course you can. In a downturn, if the S&P crashes 10%, which it could easily do, if it crashes 10%, typically Coca-Cola will go down about 2%. Crypto will go down about 60, 70%. So I've got my money in Coca-Cola protecting my portfolio. And while I'm protecting it, on the 1st of October, I'm going to pick up $1,100 in dividends, $920 on the main account, and about $400, whatever it is, $300 or $400 on my Roth IRA. Roth IRA is tax-free income. Here, it's taxable income. But what will I do? I will just pay down the margin. I will not be reapplying it. Now, at the moment, I'm down 0.87. Overall, 0.85 on Coca-Cola. $2,000 down. It's nothing. I've got nearly $250,000 now in Coca-Cola. Now, why am I so passionate about Coca-Cola? Because it's a business that will make money in a downturn better than anything else. But in addition to that, it's 23 times earnings. Wow, we've got another member just gone gold. Walker wonders why.
Walker wonders why has become a member.
You've gone gold, so you get Electrum and up. Gold gives you the one-on-one private call. If you'd like to schedule that with me, Walker wonders why, I can schedule that with you now. So if you'd like to schedule that out, I can do that now if you are wishing to do your once-a-month call with me. So Coca-Cola is currently not 27 times earnings like the S&P, but it's actually 23 times earnings. Now, the forward PE is somewhere in the region of 20, I think it's 21. It's really good value for Coca-Cola right now. It's not very sexy. No one's excited about it, but I like making money, and I find making money sexy. The forward PE of Coca-Cola is 22. There we go. The forward PE of Coca-Cola is 22. It's an expensive stock, but way cheaper than the S&P 500 with a 3% dividend. So if I can make, and I know I'm going to make, possibly by the end of the year, 16, 17, 18% on Coca-Cola, plus 3% a quarter dividend, that's phenomenal. And that's what I'm going to do. You're not going to make that. You're not going to make anywhere near that on the S&P. And the point is, if you make that on XRP, which of course you can, people are now going to sell at that level. So you've got to sell, you've got to pay tax, you've got to take that liquidity out of the market. You can't reinvest it. You've got to save it for the tax man. I won't need to sell because it won't go down from there. So at the end of the day, I know that my trolls will disagree with me. They will call me an idiot. They will say, I've lost respect for you now. I don't like you anymore. You're not buying. I mean, it's like so bloody childish. It's ridiculous. I don't want you to follow me. I literally don't want you to follow me, subscribe to me, be a member of my channel, anything. I take this job extremely seriously. I care deeply for my Lucasades. I'm doing what's right. I'm always winning, and I'm gonna win. And whether you like it or not, the market does what the market does. Just because you will it, you can't make it go anywhere. Just because you sit in a Reddit room or on a Twitter group or whatever, an X group, and you are in a fan club of some coin, doesn't mean stuff all. Now, last night I came live and I took abuse for it. Not just in the chat, but also emails, text, all kinds of stuff. And I sold last night at thousands of dollars losses. Oh, I haven't put that on yet. I've got to put that on in a second. There was 3 trades. I sold 2 trades, my Bitcoin and my Ethereum, Bitcoin and XRP. I sold for losses. I did that for the reason that, I'm just reading some information there from Vaz. I did that. I didn't need to sell for losses. I think it will bounce back. However, I sold for losses because how can I deliver a message that the market could go down and you need to protect your portfolio if I'm secretly not doing it? That would make my information invalid, worthless, pointless, whatever. Now, even though I took criticism for it, because idiots will do stupid things. It's just what idiots do. They will follow me blindly, sheeplish, like a sheep, and then they will get upset with me because I sold their favorite coin. Look, I'm winning again this morning. I'm winning again. So I sold for a loss to back up my beliefs. So I went live last night on a Sunday when it should be time spent with my wife. I went live, losing money, taking grief. There you go. Let me just adjust that play button. There you go. I've just put a new stand on it, so it's slightly different. Can't quite get that light there. It's slightly out. I'll fix that later. But I took a lot of abuse and stuff. Let me just change that. I don't need to glow. It's not glowing green that much. Okay. There you go. I took a lot of abuse for it on a Sunday night. And at the end of the day, what I'm most proud of is you guys, the Lucasades, the real investors, those that actually understand what the hell is going on, watched for 14 minutes. And what thrills me even more is the fact that the ladies of my audience watched all of it. And look, it's still going up. 14 minutes and 1. It's going up. This is amazing. So this tells me everything I need to know. Even though it's difficult to deliver a message like this to certain people, it's the right thing to do. Right is might and might is right. And if you do the right thing, the right people, the intelligent people, the sensible people, the real investors, the ones I'm actually here for, that I actually care about, do get it, do appreciate it, and will follow you, and it's the right thing to do. So there we go, folks. Thank you very much for your support last night. I'm now going to go to comments and questions. I do believe strongly, with the data that I have collected, that Satoshi Nakamoto is out of the Russian office with Putin. I do believe that Trump is trying to get the stock market. I do believe that Trump is trying to get Bitcoin as part of the Federal Reserve and sort of back up the Federal Reserve. And at the moment he does that, I think Satoshi's 1 million coins could be sold and we could see a crash. And every evidence supports that. People are blindly following anything today and they've lost all sense of reason. And it's extreme. Everything's extreme. And that is the point of danger. Anyway, you do what you want. I'm doing what I know is right. My portfolio again is green again. I'm making money again. I'm up again. Is the S&P up today? Let's have a look. The S&P is up 0.02. I am up 0.03. So I'm beating the market again. How many bloody days do I say this? Nearly all the time. Right, let's go to comments and questions now in the chat. I want to engage with my trolls this morning. My moderators, let them in a little bit. I like meat and taters, says Brian Crow. Great. Let me scroll down a little bit. I don't want to just read out nonsense, all right? No one is hang on. No one is perfect. Sometimes you've got to take a loss to get a big win.
Denise Bruckner, CD Photos and Fine Art donated $5 through a super chat. Martin, I'm sorry that people can be so mean. You don't deserve it. You have to do what is best for you, and it is from that which we learn.
Thank you, Denise, one of my lady investors. Yeah, I'm so proud of our female investors because they seem to be much more rational and much more wise. Sounds awful, but I wish I could just turn the guys off. Just make it a female show. I can't, but the ladies watched everything. I mean, these bros is sitting in their baseball caps in their mum's bedroom talking rubbish. I just want to help people. I just want to do a good job. And I'm so proud of our female audience. It's it's incredible, really, because we've got most channels are like 1% ladies for crypto, that is. So let's read some of these. Lucas, Russian office claims it's intriguing, but shaky without his data surfacing. The proxy evidence is the strongest link, but it's more about OPSEC than Russian identity. I don't really understand what you mean by that. I have got lots of other data that I can't share with you. I cannot reveal certain sources. I cannot tell you who certain people are that give me certain information. I can't share with you on the screen how we discover where emails come from. I don't want to give you the chance to circumvent them. I don't reveal my security measures. There's things I cannot tell you, but I'm telling you this is what I see.
Ole Gunderson donated 100 Norwegian kroner through a super chat. Good afternoon from Norway, smiley face emoji. Martin, you deliver a great show and have created a very good community for those of us who are interested in the American stock market and crypto.
Oh, Gunderson from Norway. Thank you for that wonderful super chat. That is absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much. You are one of my very valued members. Thank you so much. Yet we can amend strategy and not go down with the ship. Absolutely. When the time is right, I'll buy back more XRP and Bitcoin than you've ever seen. And I'll make more money than you've ever seen. But this is not that day. This is not that time. But you can't beat your chest like Tarzan and then run away like Jane.
Harban donated $4.99 through a super chat. Since the market is way too overbought, I also believe there might be a pullback. Do you see any signs for when that might happen? Months away?
This is something that I get asked a lot. F. Caban, thank you so much for your question. If you do a super chat like this, I can see your question and answer it straight away. So let me focus on the super chat questions. A lot of people have messaged me overnight and they've said to me, when is this going to happen? When is Bitcoin going to crash? What is the price? Plenty of people on YouTube and X will tell you when they think something's going to happen and what the price is. The only time I have ever told you when I think something's going to happen specifically at a specific time is when I get specific information directly from those that can move it. Bank of America, Robinhood, certain CEOs, exchange managers like what's down the road in Dallas being built, and all of this, because they can move the market. I can't. Nobody on YouTube can. So the answer is, I don't know. All I can do is look at the probability of it happening and be prepared for it to happen. Now, if I am sitting out of the market waiting for 12 months, waiting for the S&P to go back to 22 times earnings, 17 times earnings, people will say to me, yeah, but you'll miss all of that growth between now and then. I won't. And I'll make more than you. Sometimes remaining in the market fully blind is a bad idea. And let me explain. This is why I say dollar cost averaging doesn't work. People say, I dollar cost averaged and I'm up after 20 years. You're up because the market went up. You dollar cost averaging was a mere reaction. The people that made the most money waited and bought with conviction. Now, if you don't study the market, you don't read, you don't pay attention to the market, you can just buy every week, every month. And there's nothing wrong with that. Warren Buffett will say dollar cost average, but then he'll go down and explain when that doesn't work. People say dollar cost average for those that don't want to read the whole book. Because if you dollar cost average over time in a quality ETF like the S&P, you're going to be up. You're not up because of your strategy. You're up because the market went up. That's it. Just a coincidence, right? However, if the market is 27 times earnings and I remain in the market, and then the market sells off, which it will. There's always a correction. There's always a pullback. There's always a crash, always. But remember, bull markets are longer and bull markets are stronger. So if you live through the crashes and just remain in, even though you take the loss, you'll always bounce back overall in a quality ETF, not individual stocks. That is true. However, if you trimmed your position and you waited for the S&P to return to a more favorable price, which it will, 22 times earnings would be nice. Still expensive, but 22 times earnings would be nice. Remember, we've reevaluated the S&P. I like to buy it at 17 times earnings, maybe 22 now because of AI is okay. So if once it goes back to 22 times earnings, the market would have sold off. I can then buy back. And even though I've missed a year or two, my uninvested cash has either been saving me 4% on margin, or it's been earning me 4% on uninvested cash. So it's not like I've been losing money. I've been able to buy defensive positions like Coca-Cola and earn those dividends. And when it's right, I can re-enter and buy big. So I can go, there's $1 million. Thank you very much. Bang. At 22 times earnings on the S&P. Now, because it's 22 times earnings, it will suddenly get bought back up quickly and overtake where you were if you were at 27 and then sold off. This is what Warren Buffett's strategy. He's always done this. He will wait for the right time to buy, and he buys with conviction. So it's about time in the market, but it's also about timing the market. And if you're not sure of where the bottom is, and nobody does, you can use tax lots when you overbuy to trim on the way up. Now, for some reason, if I think the S&P, well, I don't think, I'll just look at the numbers. The S&P tomorrow goes to 22 times earnings. It starts to sell off, goes through a crash. My Coca-Cola will hardly move. It will support it because money will go into Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola will rally. I'll be making money as I am today. When everything else is going down, I'm making money. I can build up my cash balance. I can start to reduce my margin with all those dividends and paying off just with my income. And then I can buy back the S&P at a far favorable price. It's about patience. It's about discipline. This is not a race. This is not a sprint. Real investors don't stare at their screens every day. Traders stare at their screens every day. This show is called Martyn Lucas Investor. I invest in people, I invest in Sensei and Vaz, and I invest in the Lucasades, and I invest in my own relationships with people to thereby make money. And that's it. It's very simple. So you might have to wait for a while, but when the numbers speak to you and the macro conditions make sense, I can buy. Maybe I'll buy back XRP if it crashes to 30 cents. In fact, I would. I certainly would. I'll buy more of the S&P when we start to go down into sort of the 22 times earnings. So to answer your question, you asked me the question. Let me just scroll back down. You asked me the question, when is it going to happen? Let me just come back to it. Where was it? So FC Caban, you said, do you see any signs of... Whoa! Holy shit. Okay. We had a huge thunder strike. All my screens went blank. I'm on backup power. Backup internet, we're working. All my screens went blank, and then did you hear that noise? Did you actually hear that? About a year ago. Are you okay, Leah? Yeah, it scared the crap out of me as well. About a year ago, a lightning strike hit 3 houses down. From where I sit right now, 3 houses down, a lightning strike hit the house, set the house on fire. And I'd prefer that not to happen while I'm sat here talking to you. So there you go. Whew. Yeah. We're living in Texas. Everything's insanely nuts. Doesn't just rain. It comes... Oh, shit. What the... Whoa. Okay. I'm getting... I'm protected through UPS power supplies, so I don't get brownouts or spikes are diffused, but I am getting massive amounts of electrical interference. So I'm going to wrap this up in a second. I'm literally it's quite scary. Whoa. So anyway, yay. And breathe. And breathe. Let's go through our portfolio a minute. Bloody hell. So I'm green again. I'm beating the market again. The S&P is up 0.02. My Coca-Cola is up 0.18. So there you go. I'm beating the market again. Bitcoin is down. XRP is down but trying to come back. Ethereum is down nearly 2%, 1.86. I'll be selling all of that as soon as I get clearance to sell it. And I'm not buying the S&P. It's now too expensive. I'm not buying Coca-Cola. It's now I don't want to buy it at these levels. In fact, let me just look a minute. See if I can buy some more Coca-Cola actually. I've got, as you can see here, I've now got $58,000. So I've got plenty of money to buy because I've done what I've done. Coca-Cola. No. My average is 66.94. Let me have a look. My average is 66.94. What? Leah, have we got tornadoes on the ground? That sounded like the edge of a tornado. Let me just check our thing. We get tornadoes here, folks. And we have a safe spot to go to. It sounds like we've got... Just checking if we've got tornadoes on the ground. We've got a big... Yeah, we've got a front coming in. Is there a tornado watch? No. No. That sounded like a tornado outside there. No. I think we just got the tail end of something. Yeah. Did you hear that go? Yeah, I'm looking at it. There's no tornado. No, did you hear it though? That big whoosh past the window. It's passing us now, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, okay. Thanks, Leah. All right. We're going to wrap this up because we might get a tornado warning. We're probably okay, but I don't want to be sitting here when we get that. Oh, you're in Plano. Plano, just on the road. Martin Toledo, just down the road from me. How are you? Straight line winds, yeah. Yeah, I don't think we've got... There's nothing showing on the radar for this area of tornadoes, but... Hello, Alex. How are you? Keep that down there. I'm in Oklahoma. Yeah, you know what it's like, Elliot, right? Prayers for everyone. Stay safe, y'all. Yeah. All right. So Coca-Cola is too expensive to buy, so I'm going to leave that. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to end this stream because today, as part of my strategy to rebalance once again, is mind, fit, and body. Mind, fit, mind, and body. I'm going to a water aerobics. I've re-signed up for my health center, and I'm going to water aerobics this morning with my mate Jerry. So he's picking me up in about 10 minutes. I'm just going to have some breakfast. So I'm going to end this stream. I wish everybody the very, very best. I would love everyone, if you haven't, please do go and watch the whole of this event. It's pinned in the chat. It's what lit up social media last night. I mean, people went nuts over this. There it is. No, sorry, I beg your pardon. What am I talking about? Upcoming live streams. Pat, where the bloody hell is it? There we go. Past live streams. There you go. Please go and watch this. I've given you the link for it. Watch it all the way through. I try and give you as much information as I can. Right? So there it is. I'll put it in the chat. And also don't forget to take part in the giveaway. We're giving away $2,000. It might be $3,000 as well. It's free to enter, free for all. Anyone can win. And again, I want to offer my sincere thanks to the Lucasades, the intelligent members of our show who watched all of this. The ladies watched all of it. And we've just received record. I wonder if it's gone up again. Look at this. 14 minutes watch time. The average is 2.5, 3 minutes on YouTube. And 14 minutes, 40 minutes too. It's still going up. Look at that. This is incredible, right? Never had anything like it. And I'm so proud of that. It was the right thing to do. It was the right message at the right time. I'm beating the market again. Oh, I need to update this. Very, very important. I did 2 more trades. They were for losses. There you go. My Bitcoin and my XRP. I sold for losses. So there you go. 92 trades, 89 wins. I sold for losses on purpose. Didn't have to. I did it to deliver sincerity to the message. There it is. I'm going to go. Please now go and click on the link. Go and watch that live stream all the way through. You've sometimes got to take profit. There's so much noise and anger in the world. And I think Trump is walking straight into the trap from Russia. Russia is clearly wishing to invade Europe. I believe that Trump will buy Bitcoin, put it on reserve, and then Satoshi will be revealed and it will crash and America will go, the dollar will absolutely go through the floor. And it's what China and India and Russia are working on. You don't have to believe me. It's up to you. But there's always a positive ending, always, as long as you navigate it properly. I've de-risked my portfolio. I've bought $250,000 in Coca-Cola. It's the right thing to do. I'm beating the market. I'm outperforming the market. Right now, it's too dangerous to be in XRP, Bitcoin, and Ethereum. No matter how good the technology is, it's the people behind it, as it always is, who are spoiling it for everyone. There's no question about it. It's the right thing to do to buy Coca-Cola. I'm not going to buy any more until it goes lower. And I'm going to use tax lots. If I think it can go lower, which it can, I will start trimming, allow more capital, because I've got $250,000 now in Coca-Cola. I can reduce that by selling the higher price ones, keeping the lower price ones, and then buying more of the S&P when it returns to 22 times earnings, or Coca-Cola goes even lower. Got to be on the ball. Got to keep fluid. Got to keep moving. Can't just go, oh, I'm just going to own it forever and nothing ever happens and I'm fine. And no, that's not the message. That's not honest. That's not real. So there you go. Last night, I went live on a Sunday night and I took hundreds, if not thousands, of messages of hate on X, Instagram, Facebook, emails from people that I don't respect you anymore. You're an idiot. I don't know. And do you know what? My answer to you is bugger off. I don't want you to watch me. I didn't ask you to watch me. Some of my worst trolls, they say I'm an idiot every day and they watch every single thing I do. Every single thing I do. If you don't like what I do and you don't agree with it and it doesn't help you in any way, if it doesn't provide you with any value, stop watching it. Do something that provides value to you and then you'll gain out of life. But I can tell you that the message was there to help you and it's right and I'm right again and my portfolio is up again. That's it, folks. I'll leave you now. I will see you back for the closing bell this afternoon. I'm off now to water aerobics to get some exercise. And after my closing bell tonight, I'm going spin class. I'm on a cycle doing spinning and weights and stuff like that. So anyway, I wish you all the very, very best. Wherever you are today, tell someone you love them. It's more important than anything. And yeah, I'll always do what's right. This is why we'll be the first 1 billion channel in the world. Thank you very much. I'll give you the link once again in the chat. Did I give it to you? Please go and watch it now. Thank you, Martin. Your calls are 100% spot on. Thank you very much. Let me read a couple of these. I've got about 2 minutes. No lettuce hands. No idea what that means. Class response. Thank you, Stephen Powell. Can't save everyone, and I do try to though. I do try to help. The abuse last night was real. Yes, and you've not seen the stuff that I get off air. Way worse. All right. Darn Skippy, mate. Darn Skippy. Don't get that. Martin, your calls are 100% spot on. It's the Russians, Martin. You warned us, and now they're after you. They're not after me personally.
Willie Doids donated $9.99 through a super chat. Thank you for your work and for providing us with important market information. Many people simply disappear during market downturns, but you are here, and we thank you for that.
Sorry, we're getting strikes and all sorts of stuff going on here. Bloody hell. Yeah, I won't go anywhere. I will be here, Willie. I will be here all the way through at the downturn. And it will come. And if we crash 30, 40%, I will be here more than I was on a green day. Have a good day. Thank you, Denise. Thank you very much. Should be no abuse at all. It shouldn't be, Stephen. But the people that buy crypto particularly haven't got a clue what they're doing. They get angry, they get violent, and it's just the way people are. It shouldn't be, should it? Cheers, Martin. You're welcome. Big questions need responses. That's right, Martin. You're doing a good job. Thank you, RC. First time I heard you curse on a live stream. I hope you clip that. I won't be clipping it. David Hensley. Stephen, that's your deal. What's your deal saying Martyn Lucas, Martin has no class? I don't know. People. I think he's saying class response, David. I may be wrong, but I think he's being complimentary. I meant the owner of the future billion subs YouTube channel. I'd say you're pretty important. I mean, the owner of the future billion subs. Oh, I see. Yeah, I'm not important right now. At 1 billion, I certainly would be. I'd have the biggest business in the world. But I don't have any doubt that we'll get there because we're not about curiosity. We're about community. And let me just see if my subscribers, because people left me last night, they didn't like the message. Let me see. This is a live thing. If I go to here, it will refresh. Let's see if my subscribers has gone up. Oh, no, it's not. I haven't got it in. Damn it. Oh, well, never mind. Yeah, I think it's gone up. It should be down here. Why is it not down here? Oh, well, never mind. I think it has gone up. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, it's gone back up again. It went down to 102,417. People left last night, didn't like it. Now they come back. See, or we just replace them with proper investors. And that's what I want, quite frankly. Right, I'm out of here. Prayers for you and Leah. Please stay safe. You said bugger off. That is not a class response. Oh, I see. Bugger off is not a class response. Okay, well, I'll say it again. Bugger off. If you're going to come into my channel and harass me and threaten to dox me, threaten violence, be aggressive, be abusive, just because you don't know what you're doing and you don't like the message that I'm giving you, then you can bugger off. Yeah, I don't want you to watch. Go and watch something that will provide you with some value, because clearly I'm just winding you up and I don't want that. Yeah, I've got to go. Right, that's it from me. Thank you ever so much, guys. We've beaten the market again. I'll see you back in a bit. Go and watch that. There we go. Go and watch that live stream. Watch it all the way through. Leave me your comments below. Have a wonderful afternoon. Tell someone you love them. That's it from me. I'll see you back for the closing bell this afternoon. I wish everyone the very, very best. It's your birthday, JJ 8ball. Well, on Friday, we'll celebrate it on the... I'll celebrate when I come back, and also we'll do it on the Friday concert. We'll have a whole party for you, all right? That's it. Take care of yourselves and each other. Go and watch that live stream right now. Bye-bye.